This is Byron Gordon for the SES Conference Channel. We're at SES New York 2011. It's day 2. We just finished the Focused Latino panel, and we're speaking with Carlos Manzano of the Latin Media and Entertainment Commission here in New York. How do you do?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Great. Carlos, we heard from Mark Lopez of Google all about the importance of targeting in your search the Hispanic audience. Maybe I thought you could highlight some key points yourself about sort of the significance of the Hispanic community and that audience for businesses to be targeting.
Absolutely. We have to go back in time to the census of 2000. As new census will be released in just about a month or so. Those numbers will indicate that there's a significant growth of the Hispanic population nationwide. There will be a significant growth in the buying power, which I believe is more than 1 trillion nationwide, which is a huge amount. And also the Latin community is really part of the mainstream as well. It's not just a Latin community in a specific neighborhood, but that the Latinos are occupying very important positions in government, in industry, in the nonprofit sector. Again, the Latin community is part of the mainstream. So when you look at all these factors, it's important to see where this is going, what opportunities there are for industry and companies to tap into this market so that they become not only consumers, but also individuals to rely on for research, for other information that is vital. Again, we need to understand also that we have 20 different countries from the Latin communities, so there has to be a keen understanding of the differences for each country. There's one language that binds all countries, but there are some slight differences, and that's important when reaching out to these audiences. In New York, as Executive Director of the Latin Media Commission, which was created in recognition, in fact, the mayor recognized that there was a strong Hispanic community here, highly educated compared to many other cities in the United States, and the most diverse Latino population, which makes it even more interesting. Another important factor is that out of the 20 countries that visit New York City the most, 5 of those countries are from Latin America and growing. So Latin Americans are here, not only here, but they're coming from other countries, and there's bilateral relations among the different Latin communities. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of transactions. So how do we reach out to the Latin community? Obviously, search engines has become a major factor, and I believe Mark Lopez research through Google is highlighting the very key elements on how Latinos are engaging. So companies need to understand what exactly are Latinos doing, what tools are they using, what keywords are they typing in to find specific information. For example, we know Latins like cars, so are they using the word carros or automoviles or whatever the case might be, so that an insurance company or a car dealer might target those keywords that they're typing to find the information so that they can find it on the search engines. We all know that if you're not on the top 12, it makes it a little harder because that's where everybody seems to, and not only Latinos, but everyone seems to go.
And you mentioned New York City recently made an appointment on the digital scene there. Maybe just briefly mention the significance of that appointment.
This is the first time ever that New York City appoints a chief digital officer. That's because government recognizes that industry is moving faster. Government needs to move faster also. So the strategy is that the digital officer will present a report to the mayor highlighting the areas in which government needs to change, for that matter, whether through the websites, new mobile applications, what it is that users are actually doing to find the information they need, and the services that the city is providing, how can they engage those users in a more strategic way. Additionally, we know that there are people who do business with the city. So that's important as well because they're providing whatever type of service, whether a translation, whether a particular service in health or education. So we need to move government to where that technology is moving. We can't just stay frozen in time because everything is changing faster. Again, that digital officer will present that report in, I would say, in a few weeks or so. And I believe everything that has been discussed on the panel, many of those areas are going to be part of that report as well, as to the recommendations to make changes to reach out to people.
Okay, well, that's all we have time for now, but thank you so much, Carlos. We appreciate the information.
Thank you for inviting me.
And there's more to come from SES New York 2011. It's only day 2. Stay tuned for more.